Hello, Houston Texans fans. Today we have exclusive news that you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Houston Texans. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's go straight to today's news. Houston Texans linked to top center in 2025 NFL free agency. One writer believed the Houston Texans will look to upgrade their C position this offseason. 2024 was a frustrating season for the Houston Texans. They won 10 games but struggled more than expected in most of those contests due to their struggling offensive line. Not only were they one of the worst teams in the NFL at opening holes for running back Joe Mixon, but they also failed to protect C.J. Stroud. He was sacked 52 times in the regular season and 11 more in the playoffs, with 8 of those coming in the postseason loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. Looking ahead to 2025, the only way they can see improvement is by fixing their O-line. That's why it's been common to see some of the top prospects in the incoming class sent to them in mock drafts. However, they could also look for help in free agency. ESPN's Aaron Schatz believes they should do that. Schatz says Houston's interior line has been a major issue, and he points to Juice Scruggs' inability to win in pass blocking. That's why he says Drew Dalman would be a perfect fit. Houston's interior offensive line completely imploded in 2024, and starting center Juice Scruggs was near the bottom of the league with an 89.8% pass block win rate. Dalman would stabilize the middle of that line and will be 27 next season. He started just 9 games last season because of an ankle injury, but had a 95.1% pass block win rate when healthy. In 2023, his 94% PBWR ranked 10th among qualified centers. Dalman also fits into a Houston running game that uses a lot of outside zone. No offense ran more outside zone than Atlanta last season. Shots on ESPN. Dalman was a 4th-round pick in the 2021 NFL Draft out of Stanford and became a starter in his second NFL season. He played in just 9 games this season, but he ranked 4th in the NFL when he was on the field, according to PFF. Houston could add Dalman and still target a guard in the 2025 NFL Draft to replace Kenyon Green. Doing so will be the best option they have to fix this sore spot. The Texans should rush to trade Jonah Jackson after the latest rumors. The Texans should make it happen. The Houston Texans need to try anything and everything to replace their aging and broken offensive line, as it took an incredible effort from C.J. Stroud to get this team to playoffs and prevail against the Chargers. The free agent market may not be extremely fertile. If the Texans want to use a veteran trade market to improve this roster, Los Angeles Rams guard Jonah Jackson could be a reasonable trade target. Jackson was reportedly allowed to seek a trade just 1 year after signing a 3-year contract worth over $50 million. Jackson's stock as a player is as low as it could be, as his happy days with the Detroit Lions appear to be far behind him after playing in just a handful of games last season. The Texans need someone with a pulse on the interior, and Jackson's ceiling could make him a worthwhile trade target at a low buyout. Texans expected to enter all negotiations for Rams guard Jonah Jackson. Jackson proved that life outside of Ben Johnson's offense in Detroit isn't always rosy. The Pro Bowl guard was injured almost immediately in Los Angeles, and he managed just 4 starts before being pushed out of the lineup. This is a reclamation project, plain and simple. The Texans, who recently hired former Rams assistant coach Nick Caley as offensive coordinator, can count on their familiarity with Jackson as they try to get him back to his Detroit-era prime. Pairing him alongside a tackle like Laramie Tunsil should create a very positive environment in which he can thrive. Houston could go the younger route to find one of its starting guards, especially in a draft that could push Alabama's Tyler Booker and Missouri's Armand Membu into the first round. However, trading for Jackson could free them up to target a top wide receiver. Doubling up on the offensive line is also a very real possibility. Jackson's contract is expensive, but the Texans could afford to absorb such a deal while Stroud is still on his rookie contract. It wasn't that long ago that Jackson was a top starter, and he could get back on track in an offense as dynamic as the one Caley has built in Houston.